See that red dot on the top? That's what we're looking for. So set the camera
Slowly
down carefully without
set it down.
I'm
doing the best I can.
Home.
All right, let's talk about the dang movie. All right.
Oh, we're actually. Do they say anything about reviewing and driving, or is that a?
Oh, it's cell phone drive. You're not.
We've been trying to do this for like half an hour.
Oh,
now we're
hey,
gonna worry
so,
whether it's legal.
Really quick non-spoiler.
No,
Well,
Okay, one of you.
Quick non-spoiler. Just I really liked it. I thought it was good, and then
It was good.
Spoilers.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
We have nothing to say that isn't spoilers.
Wait. I thought we were gonna spoil
I
it.
liked it. Okay, calling spoilers if you haven't seen the movie. We go 3, 2, 1. They all died.
They all died.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
pretty good.
First, starting at the beginning. Okay, we're talking about Shazam,
Shazam.
the movie,
I should hope they
with
knew that.
Chuck, who is also known as Zachary Levi.
Not Quintos, the other one.
Not-
Which we love from his
From
previous
Chuck.
work in Chuck.
Yeah, that's why I call
We
him Chuck.
watched until it was over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he, as always, is a very funny comedic actor. So,
It's really lighthearted.
Yeah, it really was one of those what would a 14-year-old boy do if he got superpowers.
yeah.
You know, a lot of them, they try to do that a little bit, but, you know, it gets to the point where, like, it is exactly.
I thought it did. Go ahead, Mike.
Right.
Positive type thing, you know, it's like really sort of, you know, it's like family like type thing, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real family.
It's got
so
good
he's-
funny stuff.
He's
It's
an
not the
adopted
funniest
kid.
thing ever, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty. He's an adopted kid, and one thing I didn't know going into the movie is Jerry from The Walking Dead is the foster dad.
We love Jerry.
Jerry's the best.
he did
Yeah.
not have his big accent,
No.
nor did he fight
Not
any
that
villains.
kind of foster dad.
But
Yeah.
he is still the same, like, happy, positive guy.
Yeah.
But that's jumping way into the
No,
movie.
I just want to do a whole review about how cool Jerry is.
Jerry and Chuck, cool. So, yeah, I thought the beginning, even though it had a lot of setup, it was a little bit slow.
Well,
The
it's always
kids-
an origin story.
Yeah, it's an origin story.
But
so
I
you
thought,
have
thought it was still pretty fun.
it was
Yeah,
fun in a lot of
The
ways.
biggest things I'd say about it is probably really exposition-y.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there is
Also,
that.
it's-
Yeah.
Plot's a bit simple. It's like
Yeah.
guy, bad guy, good.
Well, I mean,
Friends, and
there's
the
obstacles.
action's
Go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
mediocre. That's about
Well,
it.
Mm-hmm.
it is one of those where it is
I don't-
more about the
it's a pretty
comedy than the actions. Yeah, lots of stuff. You know, it's one of those things where it's always cool to see things like the Rock of Eternity on the big screen. You know.
Yeah. They did go into that, but it's not like as big a world building as like Aquaman. It's pretty decent.
Yeah. And yeah, the Seven Deadly Sins, I think they were in the DC comics, but I think they're actually kind of a newer thing. There's the whole New 52 reboot, and there's this whole plot with Pandora and craziness, but I don't know if they were ever tied down to Shazam as directly as they are in this movie. But yeah, you got... See, I thought, okay, I saw the trailers and like they're fighting Dr. Savant the whole movie. What are they going to do, especially if I heard rumors that they might get all 6 wizards? I'm like, well, what are they going to... I'll just fight this one bald guy, but okay, they all got the monsters.
Yeah. Well, I say it was a little slow at the beginning.
But it's
Just
when he
because-
gets his powers.
When he gets his powers, there's a lot of the fun stuff of kid getting his power.
yeah.
But at first it's like, you know, he's supposed to be this pure heart. Why is he not acting 100% pure? But
Well,
I
it's-
realized after this that he fought the same problems that his parents did about leaving, you know, and since, you know, obviously he's in the foster home.
Well,
so-
it also was sort of like a lot of people were failing the test.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder, like, would he have passed?
Would he have
if the
passed?
thing
Yeah,
was still
he
there?
didn't have the thing to test.
Yeah,
the-
so
and
it
he-
was like the
so-
first person that got picked
after,
test.
right?
Oh.
Oopsies.
Just
Oopsies.
taking that gun. That
Whoops.
The rattling.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be rattling, and I got tired of
Oh,
it. so-
people love annoying sounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Annoying sounds are tight.
One
Right,
thing
okay,
I'm
you
going
do it.
to
Keeps wanting to
one thing I'm
just be
gonna
on
throw
me.
out
I know,
there,
you're
I
so
don't think-
magnetic.
in the beginning there was a scene that took place in a thrift shop, and there's just one shot of it, but I could have sworn in the bottom left corner there was Annabelle from the Conjuring movies in the gift
Oh,
shop,
we'll have
and I
go
tried
back
to
and
whisper
check
it
it
to
out.
you two, and no one could hear me.
Okay. Annabelle or what? The Raggedy Ann?
No, the one from the movies where she's
okay.
porcelain.
I don't know why that would be.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
It's jiggly.
It might just be
WB, and
another doll that happens
it
to look
looked
like
just
Annabelle.
like her, and we don't have it on
It
Blu-ray
might
yet, so I
be,
can't
yeah.
pause
I
it.
have like
But I could have sworn that was her there. I'm like,
We
ah,
might be able to pull, we
and-
might be able
and
to
it-
pull it up later and find out.
like playing Mortal Kombat. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a WB game. It's like
yeah,
WB always seems to push their games really hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that I do like to see them
Mhm.
mention video games, but it's like always stands out to me.
Oh
like,
yeah.
that's the newest WB game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody and like they're always playing Dying Light. And actually, I think it was canceled. iZombie. They're
Oh.
like always playing Dying Light.
Oh yeah.
But basically, it's a real fun movie. I mean, they were really kiddish, you know, because he acts like he's a 15-year-old. You know, they get to the mystical world, which, you know, ends up being their lair, and he has to, you know, he's done all the adult stuff, you know, to because he looks like, because he is
Yeah.
an adult physically. So he's, you know, they drink beer, they spit it out.
Yeah, and then
they,
he goes back and they
they-
just have a bunch of
Yeah, then they
Jumping.
go to like a strip club, you know, at one point, and then he, you know, they
have
gotta
glitter?
go back from the mystical world. They have to think of a place. Of course, the 15-year-old,
15-year-old
yeah,
would
that's what
be.
he's gonna remember from last week. So
yeah.
Now, as a mom, I really, and it's not about the strip couple at all, because, you know, like the little girl at the end,
They didn't
it went
show
over
cover
her,
her
yeah,
head.
cover
Yeah.
her eyes.
And she's
Yeah.
like, what is that place?
It went over
Where
her
all
head,
the
so I
glitter
think that'll go over most kids' heads. But
Yeah.
I think that at a certain age of kid, maybe I know today's kids are pretty hard into scary
But
stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
But in
to
one
preference,
scene, they
you
bit
just
off
see
a
the
guy's
door,
head.
You don't actually see.
Yeah, I
it.
was
And
wondering
thought,
about that.
It wasn't terribly graphic. It was no blood.
Yeah,
but
it's
it
no
wasn't
blood.
terribly graphic. But it was.
It was kind
enough.
of,
I
you
just-
think you saw it, but it was really off screen.
Yeah.
But then the headless body did get thrown out the
Yeah,
window. So
and the
that,
brother
wait,
got thrown out of
yeah.
the window. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that was-
dark.
that
Oh,
was-
you know.
yeah.
okay. Yeah, there was some violence, but
And those
I mean,
monsters
it's
are pretty
PG-13.
scary.
It's-
Is it? Well, if it's
PG-13.
PG-13,
Yeah, it was-
that's fine.
it was
I
good
think
for
13
kids.
and
It
up
was-
would be okay, but I think
Yeah,
that
and
as
like-
mom, I wouldn't sneak a 8-year-old into it.
I think they'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, the like
Depends
the
on
strip
how
club,
tough an
you did not
8-year-old
see
is.
the
Know
inside
your
of the
kid.
strip club, you know.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
you
know
don't
your
have to
kid.
sneak a 13-year-old.
Okay, I know.
Yeah,
I
that-
I mean, I
know.
think they can even buy their own.
Yeah, you know your
Yeah.
kids and
Know
what they
your
can take.
kids, know what they can handle. Tell them not to throw people out of building
But
windows.
I didn't
and
get
you're
scared
good.
at all. So I mean,
Yeah, she.
No, it's a good kids movie. It was really a lot of fun. I mean, I like the movie to be a fun
yeah.
ride. And this thing, I mean, this is one of the funnest movies I've seen
I
in
mean,
a long time.
in a weird way, the beginning part, there's a large chunk of the movie where they're going around and he's a young kid with superpowers and he's got his friend there who's still a kid, and it really did, in a way, remind me of all the improv that Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly did in Talladega Nights, where it's just them messing around.
yeah.
And yeah, there's one scene where they're trying to apply for a loan to get a lair, and it really reminded me of all those interview scenes from Step Brothers, you know.
We want a lair.
Speaking of like
Somewhere like off a cliff or something.
Yeah, that was what am
talking
I?
earlier about like all the deeper comic book stuff, and seeing at the end like what's the talking caterpillar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is. I mean, I know a lot of DC stuff. I'm still gonna have to look that one up.
If you just got to keep in mind though that this is, it's more of kids. It's not serious Marvel thing. It's more for the kids and kids' sense of
It's not like
humor.
a kids movie.
Well, not
Well, yeah,
not a
it's
little
not a
kids, but it's
kids
not like
movie,
your more
but it's-
mature theme. It's got a
Yeah,
kids
it's not
theme to
super
it.
mature. And,
You know, when you go around testing out superpowers,
well, I mean,
that's
you know,
not
DC
like, you
has
know,
done so many dark and serious
Yeah,
things.
well,
yeah,
it's
this
a
is
good
really
change,
good.
yeah.
Of course, you know, Aquaman was not so serious, or
Yeah, but you
it did
just
have a little
can't
bit of
judge it on the
darkness,
same
yeah.
level with Aquaman. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you're going to
It's
rate
a lot
it,
of
don't
fun.
say,
This is-
well, yeah, it's fun. It's not
It's a lot of fun.
serious.
It's good, and you know, it is an origin story, so you know, there's a whole lot of good. But I thought it did a really good job because
Actually,
a lot of times an origin story, okay, now we find this, but getting
Yeah.
their stuff. I mean, they were playing the Queen song, having a good time, kind of thing, and
Yeah.
and I mean, they went through the whole length of that song, and it was hilarious the whole time.
Yeah.
And,
Well, I think that I'm actually looking forward to a sequel to it. I think it would be really good. They have
Yeah.
some fun characters.
what were we talking about?
Schrodinger's cat?
No.
No, I said when we didn't know if we were recording, we were doing a Schrodinger's review.
Okay.
Okay, continue to edit right here. Drive
we
around the
were-
neighborhood a little
we
bit
were
more
talking
until we're done.
about,
So we're driving the whole time.
Well, what were we talking about? Stop worrying about driving around. What were we talking about?
It was the Queen song. They did the whole Queen song.
Queen
all
song,
of it.
lots of fun.
And they had all the material for, they could have done 2 Queen songs.
Yeah.
Let's go with the number ratings.
1 million
1
out
to
of a
10 or
1
1
out
to
of
5?
million. Well, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, actually 4 being the worst.
Can
But
we
other
give
than that,
halves?
everything's
Okay,
normal.
stop. 0 to 10.
Which is best? Yeah,
Okay, 0 being
can
the
do
no,
points.
of course,
You can do
yeah.
10 being best.
10
10.
being the worst, 9 being the best.
No.
0 to 10, you can do tenths. That's it. Okay?
Okay, I'll go first. Can I give a half?
You can
Yeah, I
yes.
say you
Okay,
can go up to
7.5. Is that-
7.5.
That sound too
I'll
harsh?
do 8.5.
I was going to do 8.4.
I really,
I
really
was
liked it.
thinking
I'd give it a 9. I mean, it's a lot of fun. Okay, what do you not like? Let's say what we
I think
don't
my
like.
7.5 is a drag a little bit at the beginning for to me like the first 20 minutes.
I didn't think it,
It was
dragged. I
good.
mean, you got to meet the
You're not
characters.
gonna-
Yeah, it was set up, I understand, but
Yeah.
it just seemed like it
I
dragged
don't know
a
what's
long
wrong,
time.
but I just feel 8.4 in my gut.
Okay, well, okay. The thing I didn't like, I love the family. You know, they had all the
Yeah.
family, all the,
The
like,
foster
you know,
family.
becoming and it was a group home. You know, foster. I mean, just.
Wait, you didn't
great-
like some? You gave it like a 9.
I'm telling you, just one thing I didn't like. So you know, they're doing all these great things. These kids, you know, they're considering each other brother and sister, and it was a whole, you know, big thing for him to consider them part of his family because he's been gone from foster home, and you know, before a meal I assume it's praying. They all put their hand
Yeah.
together and they talk about being thankful. They
And-
don't talk about who they're thankful to, and they can't say amen at the end. I'm like, you don't have to say Jesus. I realize that might have been.
a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
and it also came together, I think, because they all put their hands on the
That's
staff at the
closer than
end.
most
Yeah.
big cars.
Yeah,
I
get
know,
where
but
you're
like,
at.
could you not say amen? What? Other than
We're
that,
going
I thought they gave it
political.
a 9. It was great. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I mean,
Okay.
What I
Zachary?
didn't like was the 7 deadly sins were supposed to be different colors, and they were all gray.
okay.
Okay, well that's worth it.
Michael? Michael, anything you didn't like?
1.6.
That's fine.
It was
Michael,
Well,
you rated it pretty high. You rated it what, Michael?
8.4.
What was Zachary's?
No, I rated it 8.4.
You said 8.5.
Actually, I was going to say, but I said 8.5.
8.5. Oh, he rounded up one.
7.5.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, okay, well, if we're gonna talk, kind of not really flaws. The villain, you know, is good enough performance, but everything else in the movie was bright and colorful, and then you get him being very dark and serious. They could have found some sort of, you know, fun element to bring to that character, and they didn't really, you know. And if he was in like a Batman movie, that would have been a very fitting villain, but everything else was so fun. If they had just found like one fun trait to give to the villain, it would have been a little more cohesive.
What about you, Michael? Did you say something?
Yeah, it's fine.
What about your favorite part? Can you think of my favorite part?
I think we're good.
Now let's all
And-
say something we like.
Something positive.
And then we'll put our hands together.
And then we'll say.
And then we'll
no.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we won't say it.
Favorite part, I think a lot of the actors did a really good job.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
just-
think
Yeah,
I was really
man.
happy with especially
And-
the little
Yeah.
girl.
The little girl, I mean, like
She was
we're
like a
trying to-
standout character.
I
even
mean,
though
my God.
Yeah, the
She
little
did
That's
know, but she was
awesome.
cute
You know,
and
she was
everything.
funny.
Well, she wasn't just
But-
cute.
Yeah.
I mean, she was good. I
She
mean,
was
she
good.
really
A
did
Good
a great
actor,
job.
funny, and also when she got superpowers, they really kept that
Oh,
character
yeah,
so
they
funny.
did.
They
They
did.
Oh, and Santa Claus was one of the funniest characters, and who would have
Oh.
thought that?
Yeah, and people that hasn't seen the movie Santa Claus. What?
Oh, and then
See the
in
movie
end,
before you
when
watch
they
it, so
all
I hope.
they all joined together and get super. That was hilarious when they all
Yeah.
put their hand on the
Yeah,
stick.
loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
I don't know
Everybody
the
say my
comics so
name,
well.
Billy. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
oh
that
gosh,
was
that was so
hilarious.
funny. So yeah, it had a lot of good things. I know I judged it a little harsher than everyone, but I still liked it. So
Okay.
I think it was fun. I want to see a sequel to it. I think it would be great.
So, out of the current DC universe, is it now your favorite movie, or is that
Wow.
For DC, well, it's Wonder Woman, right?
Wonder Woman. Yeah,
would
Wonder
be-
Woman.
still Wonder
Man,
Woman,
this and Aquaman?
Aquaman,
Shazam?
yeah.
This
Yeah,
was
all
more
the-
fun. This was more fun
Well,
than
it-
Aquaman.
Well, do you
Aquaman
like-
was,
Aquaman
was
was beautiful.
bigger
versus
and beautiful
Yeah.
Do
and
you like-
exciting. And,
I don't think it was quite
Not
as
the
good as
very beginning.
Aquaman. Or
It
Wonder Woman.
depends on if you like
So I'd
telling
probably put
jokes
it
or
third.
laser
Well, that's what I
sharks better.
meant when I was
Yeah,
saying
I
to
think
judge it for
Aquaman
what it
had-
was. Don't judge it
Aquaman
by.
had better action and
Yeah.
world building, so I liked it a bit better.
I think like Wonder Woman and Aquaman are a whole different real category from
Right,
Shazam.
right.
So that's what I'm saying earlier. Is
I'm
don't put it in the
saying
same
this was
category.
a
Wonder
more
Woman is the
fun
most
movie.
Yeah,
serious.
absolutely. It was
The
Wonder
best
Woman
movie
is the most serious and
altogether
dramatic.
Yeah.
is you definitely Wonder Woman. As far as the drama and all
the
the stuff, the
seriousness
the
and the
adventure was great
But
in Aquaman.
Aquaman.
But if you want a
for
funny
the
movie,
battles, but the
and
humor-
especially if it's a littler kid, if you're talking like
Yeah.
10 years old, this movie's gonna be a lot.
Oh,
more
I think
fun.
the 10-year-old range, they're going to like
Yeah,
this.
oh, they will be.
I don't know if they'll like this
cracking
better
up.
than Aquaman or not.
That's
but I
actually
think they
gonna
might.
be
I
a
think.
weird thing
Because it's
is,
more relatable for a 10-year-old.
you get all
than
the
it
little
is
kids that
for
just know the
other two.
basics, Batman and Superman, but you're gonna see little kids with Shazam stuff now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do a Shazam cartoon shortly after, and then Shazam's the new big hero for kids, and then they grow up with it.
Yeah, well, we had Shazam when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know
You
how
had
little I was.
Captain Marvel.
I was 2. Yeah, I was 2 when that came out, probably. Yeah.
That was back when he
I'm
was
going with that.
Captain Marvel.
Do we want to wrap it up, baby?
Okay, so it's